That's a ripper.
Well, good morning. Headed to the coast, headed to go diving. So I'm doing something I don't like to do very much. I'm actually going diving solo. I'm not really a fan of it. Obviously the safest, I don't encourage it. I should do something that I do out of necessity. It's basically the first dive of the year 2024 and headed to the coast. I'm going to do a little different, a little bit more vlog style, just straight to camera during the day. Hopefully we shoot a few fish. The conditions aren't great. We've had a lot of rain, a lot of storms, flooding right throughout southeast Queensland, so not sure what the conditions are going to be like. Possible that the conditions aren't going to be great, so hopefully I can update you during the day with some fish.
Welcome back to Spearfishing Down Under. This episode is something a little different. It's from a dive I did just a couple of days ago. Very first dive in 2024. Hope you enjoy it.
Beautiful, all fueled up and back on the road. Hopefully I'll be there in the next half an hour. Weather is not the greatest today. It looks like it's been blowing a fairly strong southeasterly vibe this afternoon. This morning probably a little bit less southerly. Crazily the last 3 days the weather's been amazing, but I just been busy at work and unable to get there, so see how we go. Hopefully it doesn't blow too hard. Looks like it's just starting to rain here. It's been raining the last couple of weeks, so in the water, bit of rain, bit of wind, and I know certainly it's going to be dirty, but got to be in it to win it. Pretty much my diving motto, got to be in it to win it. No matter what the weather, no matter what's going on, get in the water and go for a dive. Just about over the boat ramp and tell you what, just drove past where I'm about to launch and that looks nasty, dirty as it could be. See how we go. Well, just got out, launched the boat. It looks exactly how I thought it would. Nasty. It's going to be probably a fun little dive, but I just bumped into a mate at the boat ramp and he said the water was actually not too bad on the bottom yesterday, pretty clear, so well, I'm out, I'm anchored. Significantly better than I thought it was going to be. So, mermaid line running out there. That is just in case the current's a bit strong and I need to help myself back to the boat. So, well, get in. Hopefully, with that clear water, can find a few fish. Target number one, coral trout this morning. That's what I really love to find. Fish that we don't find a lot down here in Brisbane, for this area. You can find them every now and then. Into it. Drop the anchor in the water for 10 seconds and I could see a trout on the bottom. I could see him mid-water, just sitting up off the bottom. Really nice fish. Great start to the dive. Literally 20 seconds into the water. And I just took a dive straight down only on the way down. Got me into a hole, so I had to dig him out, but really nice trout. Great start to the morning. Great start to the day. You can't get any better than that. Big, snotty, painful things, those things if you swim face first into them. Unfortunately, just got it wrapped around my arms. Beautiful things, beautiful fish in there.
As I'm laying on the bottom here, 2 trout swim up to me. This is the second dive of the day, and I set for myself a bag limit here in this area locally to only shoot 2 trout per day. So I don't want to shoot one of these because the first one I shot was 6 kilos. These fish are between 2 and 4 kilos. I saw a mackerel from the surface, turned on my camera, and I dived. And all I see is that mackerel tail as he's swimming away. I'm really keen to shoot a mackerel this day. It's something I'm going to continue to work for right through the day. Drop the anchor and in the water 20 seconds and I saw this fish mid-water. Beautiful big trout. Said that's what I wanted to look for, what I wanted to target. Bang, straight up. Pretty cool. Saw a mackerel as well, but didn't want to know me. Hopefully knock a mackerel off this morning and see if I can find a couple more trout. It'd be really nice. And day like today, the weather's not the greatest. Let's see what we can do. Might be looking for some other reef fish or something like that. Alright, spot number 2. I think it might be a nice trout spot again. I haven't been to this spot for probably 10 years. The spot I found years and years ago. Shot some trout here before, shot nice cobia here before, but doesn't look great on the sounder. A little bit of fish. We'll just have a look. We'll jump in here and yeah, see how we go. Just a few little trout down there, all legal, but not really what I'm looking for, so move on to the next spot. This spot again, looking for big coral trout. I've shot really big ones at this spot before, and haven't been to these spots for quite a while, and for those Europeans and Americans watching as well, coral trout is not actually a trout, it's a group of species, and they're really tasty, really yummy. Not the smartest of fish, but just it's a matter of finding. Where we live here in Brisbane, it's really the southernmost area that you get them with any regularity, and these sort of areas I'm about to dive are the areas that you can shoot really big ones. I've shot fish here up to 10 kilos, so it'd be really nice to find one like that this morning. That'd be pretty cool. I got a second really nice coral trout around the 6 kilo mark. When I brought it up, I noticed there's a big hook sticking in its face. Some poor line fisherman thought he probably hooked a big fish, and that coral trout just smashed him into the bottom. Next dive after shooting that trout, I thought I'd hang on the bottom and just see what else comes in. Just as I got to the bottom, I looked up and noticed there was a huge school of pearl perch. It is so rare to see pearl perch in diveable depths of these numbers. Most of these fish are between 1 and 1.5 kilos. If you can't see those pearl perch, these are the pearl perch. Pearl perch are a really tasty fish. In fact, they're called the chicken of the sea in the area that we live in. For most line fishermen, they're one of the high priority catches. For spearos, they're a fish that is just rarely seen for most spearos. Now look through all of those pearl perch and you're wondering why I didn't shoot one? Well, this tusk fish was even rarer than those pearl perch in the area that I was diving. I love tuskies, one of my favourite eating fish. I also passed up another coral trout. There was small red emperor and small maricod as well. Next dive, my focus was pearl perch. As I came down near the bottom, I could see that school is massive. There's easily well over 100 fish in the school. I picked out a nice big one. The bag limit for pearl perch in Queensland is 4, so my focus was to see if I could get my bag limit. Dove again, and I picked up another really nice pearl perch. I dove again. And I picked up my third pearl perch. The next dive I was looking again to see if I could find a bigger pearl perch. I laid on the bottom and around 100 pearl perch just swam all around me. I didn't find a big enough one, so I left them that dive. I thought I'd do one more dive and see if I could find my 4th pearl perch. But as I was coming to the bottom, I looked up to see a really big tusk fish.
You! Big dog tusky! Oh, what a bonus! You! Oh, he's a dog! Well, this solo dive's actually turned out to be an absolute belter of a day. It's not even lunchtime yet, pretty close, but not quite lunchtime yet. I already shot those 2 trout this morning. Got a nice tusky earlier, a little one. A couple of really nice pearlies. I was trying to find a bigger pearl. I did a couple of dives, hadn't seen any. Oh, but I just come down and landed on this beautiful critter. Big tusky. Yeah. In that 11, 12 kilo, maybe better range. Really good fish. Beautiful critter. Look at those colours. Always so beautiful. Fresh out of the water. Magnificent. Oh, great fish. Great fish. Stoked. Thought those bull sharks were going to eat the damn thing too. Stoked they didn't. You!
The weather was absolutely hectic in the middle of the day. It was raining, it was blowing. Being by myself brings with it inherent dangers. One being falling off your boat. During the storm, I actually fell off 4 times. Luckily, I was pulling up the anchor and the boat wasn't in gear, moving anywhere. Otherwise, it would have taken off, leaving me with a 10-kilometre swim to shore. Not ideal. I did one more dive and I landed on a big school of baitfish. In that big school of baitfish was a whole bunch of maricod. As I pulled the trigger on that maricod, the spear jammed between 2 rocks. I'd seen a number of sharks already, so I didn't want to leave that fish on the bottom. I dived straight down, pull that spear out of the bottom and take the fish to the surface with me.
Oh, what a session.
I don't like leaving fish and find fish, but over here for a couple of hours and I shot a couple of tuskies, Maori cod, trout, pearlies. Still heaps of fish there, but you know what? I think it's time just to move on, go and find something else instead of just giving them this spot too much of a hard time. But still a heap of fish there. It's so cool. I just made a move. I'm going to do one more spot. It's fishy again on the bottom. One more spot, just looking for reef fish, big trout maybe. This is what the bottom looks like. See that there? Maybe pearlies, maybe trout, maybe bait. Hopefully you can see that. So we're going to go and have a look at. There's more pearlies there. I've got to get one more pearly and I've got my bag load of pearlies, so see how we go.
This spot looks so fishy on the sounder, but even fishier when I got to the bottom. I was thinking there'd be lots of pearl perch and trout. Couldn't believe it when a nice red emperor swam up to me.
That's a ripper addition. 56 centimeter red. Sick.
I'd seen a number of sharks during the day, but the shark was starting to get really feisty. I was hanging mid-water, turned around to see a really nice diamond trevally. Even though I'd seen that bull shark, I thought I could probably take down the diamond. As soon as I pulled the trigger, that bull shark went straight after it and the second one followed it and they devoured the diamond trevally. This spot was so fishy, otherwise I would have just moved. I thought for sure I'm going to get my fourth pearl perch. And the next dive I landed right on top of a real nice one. The next dive, those sharks were all over me. I realised it was going to be impossible to land any more fish and it was time to move on.
Oh my gosh, nightmare sharks just wrecking an epic spot. It's going off there, but sharks just too bad. Absolute disaster. Oh, and blue bottles. Look at this fella wrapped around my head. Oh, that pain. Hungry blue bottles. Crazy efforts. Right, ain't gonna move. Getting a bit late. I was just up in the shallows. I see if I can find a mackerel. I really love to find a mackerel this afternoon. I saw one this morning, but haven't really obviously been the right spot to look for them all day. I've been diving in a bit deep water, looking for a nice reef fish. So if I can find a mackerel, it'll be really cool. It'll be a great finish of the day.
I shot that parrotfish really well, but the spear comes straight back through. I noticed after the sharks had eaten the diamond trevally off my spear, the flopper was a little sticky. The best way to fix a sticky flopper is hit the top of the flopper against the spear with a hammer and it loosens up the flopper. Being the fact I was laying on the bottom in 20 metres of water, the only thing I could find was coral. was at this spot searching for mackerel, but when I got to the bottom I saw a really nice grassy emperor. I hid behind the rock, scratched a little bit, and it came straight back to me. When I shot it, I didn't want it to stay in the bottom, so I pulled it out of the bottom. And as I was heading to the surface, I turned around, and there is my mackerel. I did one last dive, and as I was laying on a rock on the bottom, a big goatfish nearly ran into my head. That fish was so big, I decided I wanted to take it.
Spanish, shot my mackerel, but I just shot a fish. How's this goatie? Monstrosity. Big goatfish. Huge critter. Beautiful big goatie. 1 or 2 spots left and head in. I think it's getting really blowing an absolute gale. And we had it. So a couple more dives and we'll see if we can find a mackerel again. That's what I'm looking for here. Saw one at the last spot, but I just shot a fish, so hopefully we find one here.
I was looking for mackerel again, but there's a cave that I've pulled a lot of lobsters out of. At the entrance of the cave, I saw a really nice red flush rock pod. I'd already shot a lot of fish, so I let that fish swim away. As I came out of the cave, a big school of trevally swam in on me. As soon as I hit the surface from that dive, I looked down to see a mackerel swimming below. I quickly turned on my camera and bombed as fast as I could. Fortunately, that mackerel was nice and friendly and presented a really good shot.
Yeah, boy. Ouch. Nice. Oh, we are done. Yes. Last spot. Looking for a mackerel. Looking for a little mackerel. Nice, nice, nice. Snappy spine. Alright, lovely. Home time. Heading home from a pretty cool little solo day. Chasing nice reef fish. Those reef fish are just the tastiest. The coral trout, the tusk fish, pearl perch, some of the sweetest fish in the ocean. So it's a pretty cool day. It's good to get those fish, good to find those fish. Considering the conditions that we've had, pretty rough day. To be honest, I'm pretty absolutely had it, and hope you enjoyed that. I hope you saw a bit, learned a bit.
Hope it was something that you really had fun watching, and yeah, hope to see you next episode.
Heck of a solo day. Big tusky, little tusky, monster trouties, red emperor. Love a bit of that. Maricod, beautiful grassy, pearls, and a monster goatfish. A little bit of mackerel. You.
Well, spearfishing down under, I really hope you enjoyed this style. And in fact, if you did, I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to see in the comments if you enjoyed it and it was something that you learn a bit as you see every dive and I talk you through what's going on, not just sitting here in the studio, but live. As always, we'd love you to like, subscribe, make sure you click that bell. Next couple of episodes are going to be our very first how-tos. We're putting together a how to get the most out of spearfishing. Trust you're going to enjoy it.